Okay, let's see. Nobody knew just yet. Oh, Alexa, don't be so shy. All right, some other controls, if you're not used to Zoom, some other controls that you might need. There's the stop video and the mute your microphone button. When you hit mute your microphone, you can still hear me, but I can no longer hear you. Same with stop video, it stops your camera, but you'll still be able to see me. For now, I want everybody who can leave your cameras on, and for right this second, you can leave your microphones all on too. We're just hanging out for a few more minutes while we get a few extra people in here.
What does that button mean?
I can't see which button you're pointing at. Oh, the one you clicked?
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it means you need a break, like a quick coffee break or something.
Or a water break.
A water break, something like that. I have, at least I don't have my water. I thought I had my water. But yes, if you need a water break, feel free to just, mute your microphone real quick, run and get some water, and hurry on back.
Okay, it's not on. Let me get.
Okay. Now, while we're still getting set up here, I want to show you guys, I have two different camera angles for you to see. I have this one, which is obviously not going to be great for seeing what I'm doing on the keyboard. So let me switch my camera. I have this camera angle for you too, so you can see the whole keyboard and everything that's going on. Everybody see that okay? If you can see it, go ahead and say yes, give a thumbs up, something like that. Awesome, good. Okay, perfect. All right, we're gonna wait a few more minutes, see if we can get one or two more. Mr. James is back and better than ever.
Yeah. Good morning, Liberty. It's good to see you. Oh, we got both the Polickies this morning. You guys got two keyboards?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is going to be serious. Hi, Jenny. How are you? Hey, look, Samuel's there. Hey, Samuel. Alexa, how are you? I see. Oh, you got smiley face, Alexa, today.
We do. We've got all the fun people.
All right, Alex, I'm sorry I was logging on because I needed to add permissions to you, and you have everything now.
I do? Okay, so what do we need?
Nothing. You're good.
Nothing? Okay.
I just switched something. Oh, and Lila is coming on.
We've got a full crowd today.
Yeah, we probably will have maybe 2 or 3 more people pop in at some point, but we'll go ahead and rock and roll whenever you're ready. Awesome.
I was going to wait just a few more minutes.
Okay. So looks like she is already practicing. She is ready to go, ready to jam.
She is prepared.
Hey, Alex. How long is the class?
This class, we're gonna it's about a 30 to 40 minute class. We're gonna go over Amazing Grace today. That's the plan. We're gonna be using the pentatonic scale. So we're gonna be using the 5 black keys, and we're gonna be using a numbered approach to this. So we're not gonna be working with letter names or anything like that. We're gonna make this super simple. Let me give you guys a rundown on that really quick, and then I think we'll be good to get started. So the pentatonic scale, penta comes from the Latin root for 5, number 5. So pentatonic, 5 tones, 5 letters, 5 sounds. The 5 that we're going to be utilizing here on the piano today are the 5 black keys in sequence here, right? We've got the 2 black keys together, and then we have the 3 black keys. We're going to be using those 5 to create a song today. Now, we're actually going to use a total of 6, but we don't count the 6th one because it's a repetition. We're going to be using these 2 black keys, the 3 in the middle, and this 1 black key on top. So the first part of this next 2-group segment, okay? That's what we're going to be working with today, the pentatonic scale. We're going to be using a similar concept for the left hand, but we're only going to be playing a few notes, nothing crazy. We also have, I wrote out all of the sheet music for all of this already. So we're going to be looking at that and what this would look like on paper if you were going to pick up the music and play it on paper. And we're going to be adding things like finger numbers, sequence numbers, things like that to that. And then when that's all done, we're going to make a PDF out of that. And then you guys can use that and you can keep that and practice with that over the week. If you haven't already, now would be the perfect time to run and grab a notebook, some paper, a pencil, a pen, something to take notes on in case you want to write something down or go over something. Now would be the time to grab that. Anybody who needs a bathroom break right now, go now so you don't have to go later. We're going to get started in about 60 seconds. Let's see, it looks like we've got almost everybody here. So for this first segment, everybody please mute your microphones, leave your cameras on. We're gonna have a couple of sections for breaks. We're gonna talk and we're gonna work through some stuff together. Again, if you're not totally familiar with Zoom, under the participants panel, we've got all of these lovely buttons, yes, no, slower, faster, I need a break, things like that. And then in your reactions panel, we have these beautiful, clapping hands emojis and a thumbs up emoji. We're going to be using all of these today. So keep your panels open as much as you can. We're going to be using them all. All right, you guys, I think that's probably everybody who's going to be jumping in. So let's get started. Okay. So the piece that we're going to be working through today is Amazing Grace. It's a very traditional tune, and there's hundreds of variations. In case you didn't know, there's at least 200 different versions of this out there, and they're all similar but a little bit different. Today we're going to be looking at the simple, sort of normalized version. Nothing crazy. We're going to keep it as simple as possible. I want to start by adding numbers to things. So we already talked about the black keys that we're going to be using. We're going to be using this group of 2 black keys here. Next to it on the right-hand side, this group of 3 black keys, and then this final black key on top. So we have a total of 6 in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what we're working with. That's what we've got. Okay, so everybody take a look at your keyboards. I want you to find those keys. 2 black keys, 3 black keys on the right, and finally 1 more black key on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For now, you can use 2 hands, you can use 1 hand, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you are used to doing. There's no particular order right this second that I want to be doing anything. Now, I want you to assign in your head a number for each one of those keys. So moving left to right, we have 1 is this first one, and it's going to stay number 1. The next one is number 2, and it's going to stay number 2. Going on, we have 3, 4, 5, and then finally 6 at the top, okay? I want you to keep the numbers in that order. So take a second and play through this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the same thing, working backwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want you to know those forwards and backwards, because we're not going to be playing notes that are only in order. We're going to play a 1, and then maybe a 3, and then it'll go to 5 from there. So these are not going to be in order, and we need to be able to see really quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And backwards. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you've got it, I want you to put your thumbs up emoji up on your screen. If you need another second to look at that, I will review that for you. Everybody got these? Let's see. We've got a check mark. We've got thumbs, thumbs, thumbs. Good. Kyla, I saw you did the raise hand one. Did you have a question? Oh, no, there's your thumb. Okay, perfect. If you're looking for the emoji, they're in the there we go. Good save. All right, everybody's got it. Fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, for right this second, oh no, we lost somebody. I'm sure they'll be right back. For right this second, we are going to begin this idea with these 5 fingers spread out here on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So not always, not universally, but right this second, we have finger 1, which is your thumb, on key 1, finger 2 on key 2, and then 3 on 3, 4 on 4, 5 on 5. So we have all 5 of these keys right here. We're missing 6, unless you have 6 fingers. That would be awesome. I don't have 6 fingers, so I'm going to stick with these 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is a really great warm-up exercise that I like to do when I'm sitting down to get started, get the fingers loosened up. I want you guys to take this shape, this pattern, and I want you to use these 5 different fingers and play up this pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then back down. 4, 3, 2, 1, and create this sort of back and forth sequence. Constantly up and down, up and down. Everybody try it with me. Okay, now whenever you sit down to play and practice, you should always spend 2 or 3 minutes warming up, getting your fingers ready, getting everything loosened up and ready to go. This is a great way to do that, especially for what we're working on today. Up and down, these 5 notes. Okay, now, you all should be loosened up, ready to go, ready to play. Here is the song. What we're going to do is we're going to assign to every one of these notes a number, and now we have a finger to go with it too. So I'm going to walk you through phrase by phrase how this is going to work. So if you want to, as we go, you can write down the numbers, the sequence of numbers that's going to create this tune. Now remember, these numbers are not for your fingers. Right this second, it happens to line up with your fingers, which is really great. But these numbers ultimately are not for your fingers. They're for these 6 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see, we've got another one. Let's pop them in there. Okay, so we've got these 5. Here's the sequence. I'm going to play it phrase by phrase. I want you guys to play it with me. Then I'm going to go through it 2 more times, and if you need to write it down, that'll be fine. Okay. Here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got your fingers ready? Fingers ready? Here we go. Here's the sequence. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the first sequence, the first phrase. Let me do that again. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I hope you guys are playing along with me. I want you to do that with me one more time. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody got it? Let me see your thumbs up emojis if you've got it. 1, 2, good, 3. If you don't know where your thumbs up emoji, just give me a big thumbs up. Good. Good, good, good. Okay. That's where we've got right now. I'm going to take a minute for you guys that got it. I'm going to switch over to you, and I want you guys to play it for us. So everybody take a look and listen up. Let's start with Khalil. I want you to play this for us. All right, everybody watch, everybody listen, and get your emojis ready. We're going to give him a big round of applause when he's done. Perfect. That's awesome. Everybody get your clapping hands. Beautiful. Excellent job. We're going to take one more. Let's see. Alexa, did you get it? You got it?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it. Perfect. You guys got it? Excellent. Fantastic work. All right, everybody, microphones off. We're going to take a look at the next section. I'm going to review that one more time. If you need to write it down, that's totally fine. Here's the first section. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the first section. Now we've covered that. We're headed into section 2. So this is part 2. I like to divide it into groups so it's not as overwhelming to get all at once, okay? Here is section 2. I'm going to go slowly. I want you guys this first time to follow along, play with me, and then I'm going to go through it a few more times and you can write it down at that point. Here's part 2. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. Here it is again. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. Now, I know we don't have a finger for that 6th note. You can jump your hand over, use any finger you want. I'm not picky to play that 6th note. Here it is again. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. All right, that's part 2. That's part 2. I'll give it to you one more time in case you missed it or you're still writing. I see a couple people writing. Part 2. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. That's part 2. You guys are great. You're taking notes. You're writing stuff down. I see you practicing. That is awesome. That is super, super great. Okay, everybody got it? Do we need to go over it again? Let me see your thumbs up, or give me a big thumbs up if you've got it. Good, thumb up. Good, 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 good. Awesome. Everybody's on track. Awesome. Everybody. Now, we're going to combine part 1 and 2. You're going to play through part 1 and play through part 2. So 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then part 2. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. Parts 1 and 2. We're going to play that a couple of times. Parts 1 and 2 together. I'm going to be saying the numbers as I go. You guys can practice at your own speed. If you've already got it, you can go ahead and play it a little bit faster. I'm going to be playing it a little bit slower for you guys who need to play it along with me as we go through the numbers. Here we go. Parts 1 and 2. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. One more time. The whole thing. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. Okay. Now, you guys are doing great. I see you guys playing, taking notes. That's awesome. Big round of applause for all of you. Now, part 3, we're going to go on to the next part. Okay? Next part here. Now, we're going to have to reposition our hand a little bit to make this easier. So what I do to get this done, instead of these 5 notes that we started with, I'm going to scoot all of my fingers over one key. So I'm going to put my thumb on key 2, my next finger on key 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I can get all of these notes in here. The reason for this is because we're going to use 6 again. And now that we're over here, it'll be easier if we kind of stay in this section. So we're just shifting our hands from these 5 keys over, each finger goes over one key. Okay? Everybody got it? It's a little bit of a change. So we kind of have position 1, position 2. We've still got the same 5 fingers. We're just adding that 6th note. Okay. So from this position, you can use these 5 fingers to play this next grouping of notes. And here it is. Here is part 3. Play it along with me. Then I'll go through it a few times and you guys can write it down. So here it is. Part 3. 5, 6, 5, 3. That's it. That's all of part 3. 5, 6, 5, 3. 5, 6, 5, 3. One more time. 5, 6, 5, 3. Okay. And write it down, take some notes, and then we're going to see who's got it. Did anybody have a problem with it? Or has everybody got it? Thumbs up. Good. Awesome. Everybody. Okay. Now, the tricky part is it's getting longer, but we have to combine all of these parts together. So, part 1, part 2, and part 3. And there's a hand shift in there. So here it is. I'll walk through it very slowly. You guys can follow along. If you've got it, go ahead, speed on ahead. Play it whatever pace you want. Here's part 1, part 2, into part 3. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. 5, 6, 5, 3. That's as far as we've gotten. We're almost done. We're a little over halfway through. Everybody got it? Let me see your thumbs up if you've got it. Boom, thumb up, good, thumb. Awesome, everybody's got it. Now, who would like to share? I want a couple of you to play through there. We did Khalil and Alexa before. Liberty, you've got it? All right, go ahead and unmute your microphone, and then I want you to play 1, 2, and 3. Everybody get your clapping emoji ready for when Liberty's done. Perfect. That was awesome. Everybody give her a round of applause. Fantastic. Let's see. Kyla, you've got it too, right? All right. Would you share with us, please? That's okay. You can start over. That's all right. That was good. Yeah, that was awesome. Very good. Everybody give her a round of applause. Let's see. Let's get one more. Let's do Layla. Would you like to play for us? Okay, before, let me see. Can I unmute you from over here? Let's see. Boom. Yes, all right. Go ahead. Play for us, Layla.
Okay. So. And wait. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5. And then 3, 5, 6. And wait, no.
6 is going to be that highest one, that top one.
5, 5, 3, 5, 6.
Okay, very nice. Everybody give her a round of applause. Thank you, Layla. That was good. If you guys need to use your notes that you take this week, use them to practice. But we're also going to have a PDF that you can use, and we're going to get to that in just a second. Now we did parts 1, parts 2, parts 3. Are you guys ready for part 4? All right, let's do it. Here is part 4. Now, for part 4, we're going to take our hand and we're going to shift it back to where we started. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. That makes it a little bit easier. So we shift it up here so we can get 6. Now we're going to shift back for part 4. So we have this low C in there. Okay, everybody got that? We shift back. Okay, so we shifted back. Here we go. Here's the sequence. Play along with me, and then we'll do it a few more times, and you can write it down. 1, 2, 2, 1. That's part 4. Easy as it gets. 1, 2, 2, 1. One more time. 1, 2, 2, 1. That's part 4. Okay. So we're coming off of 4, 5, 4, 3. We shift down and we go 1, 2, 2, 1. That's part 4. There's only one more part. There's one more after this for the right hand. All right, 1, 2, 2, 1. Everybody got it? We're good? All right, Khalil, yes, that'd be Kelly. Alexa, good, boom, boom, boom. All right, everybody's got it. Fantastic. Now, same as before, we're gonna couple all these parts together. We're gonna put all of these in sequence together, okay? So we have part 1, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. Now we're in a new position. 5, 6, 5, 3. Then we go back to the first position. 1, 2, 2, 1. Alexa, you've got your hand up. Do you have a question for us? Let me unmute you first. Okay, what's your question?
Didn't you say they get longer?
They get longer.
Didn't you say that?
I don't recall saying that. Some of the notes, not all of the notes are the same length. Some of them are longer, some of them are shorter. And it's a great ear training exercise for you guys to listen to this and think, oh, this one's longer, this one's shorter. And you can hear me play it. But I don't think we're going to change any of these notes values from here. We do have one more section to do, and that'll give us 5 sections, which makes the song longer and longer every time we add a section. Is that what you meant? Maybe not quite. That's okay. Let's see if we work through this a little bit more, if that answers your question. Now is a great time. Does anybody else have questions or thoughts on this as we work through this? Nope. Everybody's good. Okay. I'm going to ask you guys some questions in a little bit. All right. So stay tuned. Stay focused. Here's the last part. I want to get to this last part, and then we're going to take a turn. Everybody's going to take a turn to play through it. Okay, in the right hand. So final part, part 5. Here it is. Whoops, wrong screen. There we go. Okay. Here's part 5, the final part. It's going to go 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3. It's almost like part 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3. And that's the end. That's the end of it. One more time for anybody who wants to write it down. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole melody. Now, you could repeat it and play it over and over and over again to add verses and make it longer. But that's sort of the core of the song. We're going to play part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. We're going to put the whole thing together. I'm going to play it a little bit slowly. You guys can follow along with me. For you guys who've totally got it and you're ready, go ahead and plow on farther ahead. That's totally fine. I'm going to play a little bit slower, and you guys can play along with me, okay? Parts 1 through 5. Here it is. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. 5, 6, 5, 3. 1, 2, 2, 1. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3. That's the whole thing. That's the entire song. The entire thing. Everybody go ahead and turn your microphones back on. We're gonna have everybody come back in here. If you can't, let's see, I will try to help some of you guys out. Okay, the only one I can't unmute is Kelly's iPad. The only one I couldn't get. Okay, so we're all going to take turns playing through this, and we're going to start with Alexa. I would like you to play through this. Everybody, this time, instead of using your emojis, we're going to actually clap for Alexa when she's all done here, okay? All right, Alexa, go for it. Very good. That was awesome. Fantastic. Let's see. Let's have Kyla go next. Beautiful. Awesome. Great job. Let's see. Liberty. Perfect. Excellent. You want to go. Samuel, would you like to play for us?
Okay.
Wonderful. Excellent. Got a few more to go. Young lady, I apologize. I don't know your name, but you're logged in as Kelly's iPad.
Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Jennifer, okay. Would you like to play for us?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Okay, it's our very first lesson. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 2, 1. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 2.
Very good. Awesome. That was part 4. You guys did it totally fine. Awesome. All right. Layla.
Okay.
If you would like to, you can play for us, and you don't have to do the whole thing if you don't want to. Do you want to just do parts 1 and 2?
Okay.
Okay.
And then. And then. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6. And then is 5, 6, 5, 3. One, two, 2, 1.
Okay. Is the end? That was good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Last one. I think I got everybody except Khalil.
Yep.
good. Awesome. Fantastic. Okay. Excellent. Now, go ahead and mute your microphones again. We're going to take a look at how this would be written out on a page. Okay, we're going to go through and we're going to add our own finger numbers to what we're working on here. Okay. All right. So here is the written version of Amazing Grace. Okay, this is what it looks like. This guys, this is what we played. This is what we worked on. Take a look at that. Now, reading music has always been something of a mystery to some people, and I want to demystify it a little bit. We can use our number system here to help translate or transcribe what's going on here. We have from the beginning here, and you guys should be able to hear stuff that I click on. It plays notes, which is kind of fun. We can write the numbers on here that we're going to be using. So let's see, Liberty, what were the numbers for part 1?
1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, boom, we wrote those numbers on there. Let's see, Khalil, what was part 2?
1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6.
Okay, beautiful. Let's see, Alexa, part 3.
I forgot to mute myself. 5, 6, 5, 3.
5, 6, 5, 3. All right, Jennifer, part 4. Is that part 4? Yeah.
Okay, say it.
1, 2, 2, 1.
1, 2, 2, 1. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. I mean, look, there's so many of you. I have to pull up the whole panel. Let's see. Kyla, last part.
1, 3, 5, 3, 4.
So we've got, very good. 1, whoopsies, gotta push the button again. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3. Right at the end. Okay, so now we've got all the numbers written out on the page, and this is for all the right hand. This is all in the right hand. Now, we have 2 hands. We've got a left hand and a right hand, left hand and right hand. I wish I could tell them apart. We're gonna utilize both of them now. Okay, we're gonna look at the left hand. Now, fortunately for us, the left hand only has 2. It's only 2 notes, okay? And the sequence is relatively easy. Look on this page right here. All of these notes written out right there. Aren't they the same one? They don't move, they don't change. They're all the same note. It doesn't change, okay? So this one, we're gonna call number 1. Now let me show you on your keyboards where this is gonna be. Our left hand, fortunately, is not gonna move at all for this. All right, so we're gonna set up our left hand right here on these 2 notes, right? So we've got our 3 black keys here, 1, 2, 3, and then we have these 2 on the top. So it's the opposite of what we were doing up here. We had 2 and then 3. Down here, we're gonna do 3 and then 2. 3 and then 2, right? And we're gonna give them all numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Moving left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So this first one right here, we're gonna call number 1, right? That's the one that was over and over and over again on that page. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, all right? Just 1. In fact, we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Now, to make it a little bit clearer for you guys as to when they come together is where reading music like this comes in handy, right? We've already decided that this was 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Everybody see that? We got all those 1s on there. But where do you play the 1? What other note do you play play it with. Let's see. Alexa, go ahead and unmute yourself. That first note in the left hand is 1, but what note do you play it with in the right hand?
Middle C?
Well, it's not middle C, it's number 3, right? This number
Oh.
in the left hand is lined up with number 3 in the right hand. So we have 1.
It's F. It's F.
Yeah, we're just looking for the number right this second. Let's see, Khalil. The second time you play 1 in the left hand, what number is it lined up with in the right hand?
It's lined up with 5.
Lined up with 5. Okay, so the numbers that line up with each other are where you play them together. Okay, so let's do this. We're going to take part 1. And we're going to work on part 1 together, and then you guys can integrate the rest of it throughout the week. We're going to cover part 1 and part 2 because it has that second one in there. There's only 2, okay? But then you guys can practice and line up all those notes all by yourself over the week to play those, okay? So we have part 1, 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And everywhere that those notes line up with each other is where you play number 1 in the left hand. So when you put it all together, this is what it will sound like. And then you guys can play it with me. You can practice along. I'm going to do it a couple times and you can try it on your own too, okay? We've got together, I'm only going to say the numbers that are going to go together, okay? 1 and 3. 1 and 5. 1 and 3 again. 1 and 1. Okay? Now, you have to kind of look at the music to see where they line up. But that's the best way to do it. It's too confusing to just memorize 1 and 3 go together, and then 1 and 5, and then 1 and 3, and then 1 and 1. It can get lost. It can get all mixed up. So that's why having this will be super handy. If you want to, in the notes that you already took, over the top or over the bottom of the number that you already wrote, you can write 1 that goes with it, right? You can translate the music on the page to your notes. 1, and then 1 and 3. 5 and 1. 1 and 3. 2 and 1. Okay. Now, the reason we're going to have to go over part 2 is because we introduced the second note for the left hand, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got those 5 possible notes, and that is this one right here. Everybody see that orange note? It's been highlighted. Give a thumbs up if you see that one. I want to make sure everybody sees what's going on. You could just give a thumbs up. You don't have to go for the emoji necessarily, but I want to see your thumbs up if you've got it. If you can see the orange one. Yes. Yes.
What happened?
Okay. Everybody's got it. Okay. Now, this one is going to be number 4. Okay, so from our position here, take a look at this, you guys. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 in our left hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That fourth one is that second one. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. It's that first of 2 black ones, okay? Right there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 1 we'll be using, and also number 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in this particular case, I have my pointer finger, my index finger lined up with that one. You can use your thumb, you can use your third finger, whatever comfortable. We're not worried about the fingers. We just want to make sure we have the right notes. So we're going to have 1 and 4. Those are the only 2 notes in the left hand. Now really quickly, we're running out of time. You guys have been so great. I'm so glad that we could get this far.
Oh, I must have.
Okay. Last part, part 2, right? We've got 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, 6, right? We've got a bunch of 1s again. 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 4, and then 6 is the magic number. When you hit that 6, that's when you go to 4 in your left hand. Okay. 1, 3 and 1, 5, 3, 5 and 1. 4, 6 and 4. Okay, so what we're going to do really quickly, we are going to finish on this page here. We're going to finish putting those numbers in there. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4, 1. so that you guys can look at this and practice it up over the week. Okay? Now, really quickly, I'm going to show you one more time, parts 1 and parts 2, with that left hand thrown in there so you know what to expect, you know what to listen for. Here it is. Not so bad. It's not so bad. Now, that part was the trickiest part, so I want you to practice. If you were taking notes, fantastic. I'm super glad. You guys will be given access to this PDF so you can see all the notes. You can see all the letters and the numbers and all written out there and know exactly where they line up. Remember, everywhere the numbers line up with each other is where both hands are played together. Now, what makes this kind of easy is the left hand is never played alone. It's always played with the right hand. They always go together, okay? And that's it for this song. Remember, it's just one verse. So you can play this verse over and over and over again to get through it. We've got 6 notes that we're going to be playing in the right hand. We only had 2 notes that we played in the left hand. So it makes it a really easy starter. Something great to work through, okay? Now, you guys have been super fantastic. It's been really, really great working with you. We're going to unmute the microphones and we're just going to talk about the song a little bit and how it went today and what we worked on a little bit. Okay, so everybody go ahead and go through and unmute your microphones. I'll help you guys out too. Get a couple. Okay. Samuel, tell us what you thought. Did you have a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Did you learn something new?
Mm-hmm.
And it is good. We always want to learn new things. Let's see, Liberty, did you have a good time? Did you get it all? It all makes sense to you? Fantastic. Layla, tell us what you think.
I have a sneaky suspicion that he
Was
doesn't.
it good? Was it too hard?
It was good.
But did you have fun?
Yes.
Good. I am super glad. And let's see, Jennifer, this was your first ever piano class. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it?
What?
Did you enjoy your first? Because you were, I think your mom had said this was your first ever piano class. Did you enjoy it? You had fun? Good. Did you learn some new things today?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I am super glad. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about what we went over today? We covered a lot of different, covered a lot of material. Anybody got questions? A couple head shakes.
Question. I have a quick question. How are we getting access to the PDF?
So the PDF, I'm going to send it to Mr. James, and then if you guys want the PDF, send him a message, call, text, something like that, and he'll make sure that you get it.
Okay. And so just real quick, out of this group, Liberty, I'm going to need your mom to send me her email. And Kelly, if you can send me the email, your email address so I can get that out to Jenny, that would be great as well. But everybody else, I should have your addresses.
Okay.
I wanted to say, Alex, I love that. I've always just seen the black keys as like the, and I love that you did this all today and that. So this has really been super helpful for me to have a new experience and relationship with the pentatonic scale on top.
Good. In case you guys want to know, the pentatonic scale is traditionally used for things like folk tunes, easy songs, a lot of lullabies too are written in the because it's easy to see, it's easy to play. Most people can sit down and within a couple minutes of playing kind of figure some notes out of it. So a lot of stuff. Let's get more questions. Don't be shy. Ask questions. Tell me about your day too. We always love to hear that. Crickets. So many crickets.
Yeah. Now, Who? I want to know who's planning on practicing this right away as soon as we get off this meeting, huh? Yay! Okay, I got a hand from Liberty. I got a hand there. All right, I'm on my phone, so I can't see everybody. So somebody's got to speak up.
Alexa, put her hand up.
All right. Okay. All right. There. I got a blicky involved here.
Mr. Alex,
Yes, ma'am.
I can't practice after this because I have to finish online school.
Oh, that's true. There's lots of school online. Well, you'll have the music. You can practice whenever you can.
And then, are we going to be revisiting this piece next week again to polish it up, or are we going to be doing a new piece next week?
So yes, next week we're going to be coming back to this, and we're going to be expanding the left hand. For those of us who didn't get all the way through it today and are going to struggle with reading the music, yes, next week we're going to pick up with reviewing what we looked at, going over the left hand again, and then finishing the left hand. And then for those of us who want to, we're going to talk about how to turn the left hand into simple chords, triads, to be able to play along with yourself. But that's going to be at your own pace, you guys. If you don't want to do that part, if that's too tough for you, that's totally fine.
Okay, and then last question I have for those who are a little bit more advanced with, I mean, it's going to be enough for us just to incorporate both, I think, this week. But if we were working with a metronome or a BPM, what is it that you would like for us to be at speed by next week so that we can better incorporate new material?
So if you're going to set your metronomes to play along, 80 would be ideal. If you could get it up to 80, that would be fantastic. Now, I'm not a huge fan of metronomes because of this. I find them restricting and uncomfortable to use. So what I recommend for those of you who like to practice with a metronome, and don't get me wrong, a metronome is fantastic, and I use a metronome all the time. But before you break out the metronome and you play along with the metronome, make sure you know the order of the notes first. So take a couple of days if you need to. Sit down, go through the notes, make sure that you really know them, the order that they go in, all of the parts, and you've got that down and it's comfortable. Then you can use the metronome. I've seen so many times you get the metronome out and we're so excited, and I do this too. I get the metronome, I'm like, I can do this. And because the extra layer of the complexity of trying to keep up with the metronome, it can be really hard. So if you're not used to working with a metronome, you don't need to use a metronome. But if you would like to use a metronome, make sure you know how it goes first and you understand how it works. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if you know how it works, it'll be a little bit easier. Grab the metronome, start at 60. Once you get it done at 60, do 65. Once you've got it at 65, do 70 and work your way up to 80. You don't have to jump right into that. So yes, if you have a metronome and you like to use a metronome, go for it. If you're not used to a metronome, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Alexa, you've got your hand up. Let me unmute you here. All right, go ahead.
Are we gonna do the class next week at the same, and if we are doing it next week, are we doing it at the same time?
Yes, so my classes, all the classes are going to be at the same time every week. My class is a Tuesday at 12 o'clock, we do a piano class. Wednesday at 3:30, we do a guitar class, a short little guitar class. And then on Saturday at 11 o'clock, we have a music history, music era, music mechanics class. We've talked about a lot of different things. This last week, we finished up with how a piano is made on the Saturday class, and the next week we're going to go into a little bit more how it works. But there are also other awesome classes. I'm not 100% on the time. James, can you fill us in on the times for those other classes?
Yeah, so on Mondays, we have a vocal class at 1 o'clock. Some of you have already joined into that one. That one's super fun. Not as fun as Mr. Alex piano class, right? But, and then on Thursdays at 12 o'clock, we have a ukulele class with Ms. Elizabeth. On Fridays at 4 o'clock, we have a recording class, and that's designed for people who want to actually learn how to write and record music. Into that class, and that's on Fridays at 4. And then, as Mr. Alex said, on Saturdays at 11. So we got classes 6 days a week that all of you guys can attend any of the classes. If you don't have the links already right now, if you use this link for the rest of Alex's classes throughout the week, this link will get you into all of his classes for tomorrow at the 3:30 and then on Saturday at the 11 a.m. And then, again, just kind of protocol for everybody that we're aware, we love to see you show up on time. But we do lag for that, 5 to 6 minutes just to make sure that anybody who's running behind we're going to be waiting for you. So if you can't get here right on time, still try your best to be punctual and be on time. But if you can't, we are going to be waiting for you for that couple of minutes for you to log in, just like today.
All right, perfect. We've got time for one more question if somebody's got one, and then we're going to wrap up for today. Any final questions? All right, I see Alexa. All right, you've got the last one, young lady.
Do you have to play the white keys, or can you play the black keys for the song?
For right now, for this particular song, you have to use the black keys. If you use the white keys, it's not going to work. It's gonna sound funny. So yes, for this song, you have to use the black keys. All right, everybody, you have been absolutely fantastic today. I enjoyed this class. I hope you enjoyed it too. I hope you learned something. I look forward to seeing you on our next class. If you have a guitar, even if you don't have a guitar, but you want to learn a little bit more about one, sign in tomorrow at 3:30. And also, all of the other classes are really good. The recording, the music history class, the singing class, they're all fantastic classes. I hope to see you there. You guys have done a super great job today, and I look forward to seeing you again.